Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy T,
And it's your boy D.
and this is Unquoted, your number one source for pop culture commentary, guys. Let's get it. Okay, so today's topic, guys, is Young Thug versus Andre 3 Stacks. Okay, so recently, Young Thug was on T.I.'s Expeditiously podcast, and this is what he had to say when T.I. brought up working with Andre 3000. I can't rap to you two Andre 3000 songs. He said he added, I ain't never paid attention to him in my life. Young Thug then accused Andre 3 Stacks of having an inflated ego, highlighting that he believes to be the main difference between working with Elton John, whom he collaborated with on High. Hold on. Elton John likes to kiss ass. Andre likes his ass kissed, the rapper said, stating that John had been enthusiastic to work with him. And Young Thug suggested that Andre 3000 would refer to him as a secretary in which he wished to set up a collaboration. So, damn, what do you think about that?
Wait, so it sounds like Young Thug has had a run-in with Three Stacks in the past, because the way he's talking, it's like, this shit seems extra personal, bruh. But even if it isn't, it was like there was no need to go that far. Like, all you really had to do was just say no, or and just leave it as that. But he just chose to just dig deep and like just try to go ham on him for no real reason.
Dang. My opinion is at first I felt that way until I read like the whole statement from independent.com, and I'm like, I could kind of see why Young Thug feels some type of way, because like the biggest thing with rappers a lot of times is like pride. Like their pride is very big. That's why they get in a lot of these beefs and get in a lot of these like dumb arguments, because their pride gets in the way. And
Yeah.
apparently from reading this, it seems that like his pride was hurt when, like, I guess he met Andre 3000. Andre 3000 basically like, dude, you be lucky to get collaboration from me. And that pretty much rubbed him the wrong way, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If someone said that to me and I was a fan of them, I'm definitely not gonna be fond of that person. But in your regards, what you were saying, yeah, I definitely understand that, because it's just kind of like, even though you don't like someone, you don't really have to bring it up.
Yeah, that much. It was just level. But if they did have a run in at the past, then it kind of makes sense for him to feel some type of way in the whole situation. And I do feel as if Andre probably does have a huge ego, because he barely like puts out verses, or like or well, he like does he even still make music anymore? Because you never really hear from him on, but only if he is a featured verse on someone else's track. Other than that, like, Andre 3000 is just silent.
Yeah, I don't even think he like makes music like that anymore. I think, like, I know Big Boy still makes music, but like, I don't know. I feel like Andre 3000 is one of those people where like he's like very creative, and then I think he's like a Kanye West but with less ego. That's how I kind of see it. Where like, you know how Kanye West for a while on music, like he was on fire, and then he was like trying new stuff, and then
Yeah,
he got into designing and shoes, and then like his music, it's not his music isn't bad, but like his music is just not like his focus is just not into that. Like his
yeah,
creativity has shifted, and I think that's the same thing with Andre 3000. Like I have no idea what he's doing now, but like I just think his creativity has just shifted in another lane. So I don't think like he's even worried about music.
yeah. That could be okay. Yeah. So if that was the case, then you would need a really good reason to like bring him back to the music, and just being some any one of the like male like up and coming rapper is not going to be good enough. You know what I'm saying, to like bring him back to like rapping.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See it in like that kind of way.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, yeah, because it's kind of like if he's not really into it creatively, then there's really no point in him coming back. And like on Andre's like regard, like I could kind of see that, because it's like I'm thinking about it, and it's just kind of like, I mean, he's had multiple hits and stuff like that. I mean, that still doesn't excuse him from being entitled, because like that's a dick thing to say. Be like, oh well, you know, you'd be lucky to get a collaboration with me. But at the same time, though, Young Thug, like I've watched a lot of Young Thug interviews, and the way that Young Thug talks, Young Thug has got a lot of pride within him. like just the way that like he asserts himself and stuff like that into everything. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of bothers me when I see rappers just prideful because it's like, dude, at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, all you do is make music.
Yeah.
You're not out here saving lives, you're not out here saving children. Like, dude, you're making music. And it's not even like it's like music to help society. You're making music about like partying and getting high and like fucking and like all that other extra shit. So
Mhm.
like you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like I just hate this sense of entitlement a lot of these artists have.
Mm. Yeah. It's and to some people that would lead to their downfall, but they have to get over it. But you gotta, think about their environment. They probably didn't grow up in like safe neighborhoods, so you had to be prideful and always like put on this facade of toughness and of like strength. And I guess that just plays into it.
Yeah. And I also think a lot of people also kiss their ass. Like a lot
I
of
mean,
people
yes,
are, yeah.
yes, man.
A lot of people are just sitting there kissing their butt all day, so they can't do them any wrong. So they feel like I'm always right. But I don't know. Nonetheless, I think ultimately, my closing thought is just that like he's just doing too much. Like I think Young Thug was just doing too much. Like if Andre 3000 really acted like that, then yes, he's a dickhead, and like I don't know, he needs to humble himself. But at the same time, like Young Thug, like you're leading with too much pride, bro. Like at the end of the day, like just say no, no, I'm good on him. I don't want to work with him, and just keep it moving.
Yeah, it's my closing thought too. I was like Young Thug, you're doing way too much, and maybe you were doing it for like clicks and views, but it was just unnecessary.
Exactly. So this has been your boy T,
And this has been your boy D.
and this has been Unquoted. We're out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.